Maps questioning the North-South norm. When you think of a map or a globe, is north on the top or the bottom? Overwhelmingly, maps are designed with north on top, though when you think about it, there's no logical reason for this bias. After all, there is no up or down in space. So, what's wrong with south, east, or west being on top of the map? The answer is nothing at all. In fact, those up maps only became the norm in the last few hundred years. Considering that maps have been around for thousands of years, this is a relatively recent convention. Ancient Egypt maps had south at the top because the Nile River flows downhill from mountains in the south to the Mediterranean Sea in the north. Early Islamic maps were also south up. Mecca, the Muslim holy city, was to the south of most early Muslim civilizations, and the maps were designed so that viewers would look up to see Mecca. Medieval Christian maps had east at the top, as they believed the Garden of Eden to have been in the east. The only early maps that had north at the top were those of early China, because the emperor lived in the north. North seems to have settled at the top of maps during the 16th century, largely thanks to a Flemish map maker called Gerardus Mercator. Mercator was a great admirer of an early Greek map maker named Ptolemy. Ptolemy, for reasons now unknown, put north at the top of maps. So Mercator did too. When Mercator's world map became the standard map used by sailors to navigate the oceans, north-up became standard as well. What are the implications of this north-up view of the world? It's a psychological fact that people tend to think of up as good and down as bad. Just think of words and phrases like moving up in the world, up market, and upbeat, and how they contrast with their upsides, because north is so consistently put at the top of maps. People now associate north with good too, with countries in the southern hemisphere often being thought of as below northern countries in world worth. Several attempts have been made in recent years to make things even by introducing South-Up maps to the market. These maps not only give us a chance to see the world differently, but they also give everyone the chance to see themselves on top. Globe, globe, overwhelmingly, overwhelmingly. Logical, logical, relatively, relatively. Convention, convention. Civilization, civilization. Admire, admire. Navigate, navigate. Psychological, psychological. Contrast, contrast. Consistently, consistently. Norm, bias. Downhill, downhill. Bias, norm, norm. Bias, bias. Downhill, downhill. Implication, implication. Hemisphere, hemisphere. Flemish, Flemish. Thanks to move up in the world.